All right, so moving from hip hop now, let's talk about some comic books, some geek stuff, right? So specifically DC, right? Yesterday time was recording. They hosted their first ever DC Fandome. This was an online event that they had their own little website for, where you see these virtual panels. You know what I mean? So you're seeing your favorite actors who played your favorite superheroes and whatnot, and it's just merely panels and news announcements and trailers, which we're going to talk about, right? So some big news took place yesterday.
This was like, listen, DC come real good with this shit because they prepare for it way better than Comic Con.
San Diego, it put San Diego Comic Con to shame.
Yeah, and they just sit down and really plan it out, Dread. It's excellent organization on their part, Dread.
It's just 8 straight hours of DC worship, but at the same time, it's just enough to not just get you excited for what's coming up next, but for you to be like, this is why we love these characters. This is, and I will kind of make a little argument. This is what we kind of wanted for the longest while, though.
No, they really come good and turning things around with this, Dread. I'll say I liked everything except for 2 things. These 2 things, one was just meh, and the other one was just like, are you serious with this bullshit? And I think you immediately know what it is.
I'm curious. What it is,
no, to me, it's kind of obvious, but whatever. We'll get to that.
All right. So we'll just kind of run through the moments. Well, we mentioned just the panels checked out.
It just had little bits. Like they had this great bit with the voice actor for Bruce Wayne and Terry McGinnis.
Oh, right. For the Batman characters over the years.
Skit with original Batman with.
The sketch.
Adam West.
Sorry, the skit. Yeah, that was actually really that was funny. Actually, I'll give it that.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Pretty good.
The funniest thing ever, but just hearing Terry McGinnis' voice and Bruce Wayne voice and the laughing at Adam West's Batman. That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just run through quickly. So we have Wonder Woman 1984. The director Patty Jenkins was there, Gal Gadot was there, Chris Pine, Pedro Pascal, Kristen Wiig was there as well, right? They even had Linda Carter was there too. She made her appearance. Like, okay, so but it was cool because I mean she's OG Wonder Woman, right? So I guess now I have a reason, I guess, to actually watch this series because like for the life of me, I just kind of watched episode 2 of that old Wonder Woman series, but I never like watched it.
I just think it's fine. Like it's not really worth your time per se. Like it's an okay series. And it did what it did. Because it's in the same vein as $6 Million Man or Bionic Woman kind of thing, right?
Especially with her jumping and your hands. Pew!
Right. And it was like the first time the mainstream Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman kind of went in the backlog for a long time, like decades before now.
Right.
It's a character that they kind of went to the background, and we could get into this debate about kind of sexist writers and publishers at DC kind of just throw it in the background. She kind of just became almost kind of the secretary for the other heroes for a little while. It's kind of bad, even if you know the origins of Wonder Woman, which is some really bizarre stuff. It's such a step back, and then Linda Carter brought it to the forefront, and that was the kind of the mainstream Wonder Woman. And for a lot of people, Linda Carter is like what Christopher Reeve is to Superman, right?
Correct.
So it's that. And go ahead.
Yeah, and also later on, they actually reveal the Wonder Woman 80th anniversary logo, and I was like, it's cool.
Right.
It's cool. Not much I can say. It's cool. Yeah. But what we really want to talk about here is the second trailer for Wonder Woman 1984.
Right.
And for the most part, it's pretty decent. It didn't blow my mind to tell you that. A dog that you saw the Amazonian Games for the first time.
Right.
You saw Wonder Woman riding lightning. You just see her riding 2 lightning bolts. Look dope. Maxwell Lord doing his thing, Cheetah doing her thing. She have a quotable line where she says, I don't want to be like anyone. I want to be an apex predator. And just story-wise, just having her be like a contrast, like a heavy contrast to, Wonder Woman. I thought that was a great moment too. Also, Chris Pine coming back, Diana wearing the Golden Eagle armor. Of course, the couple of fights that you see between her and Cheetah look cool. Cheetah design, not mind blowing, but I was like, all right, I could let that slide. It looks cool.
I was pleasantly surprised that
Yeah.
they didn't f this up because like really worried, like live action cheetah because we still traumatized some cats, right? So
Yeah.
um yeah, so I was really worried about it, but it looks fine, right? Nothing
Yeah.
nothing yeah, nothing truly mind blowing as I say, but like it looks fine. As I say,
Yeah.
everybody making bottle jokes, right? You're gonna get some cheetah bottle, right?
Oh, good.
Um, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it looks pretty good. And
Yeah.
Kristen Wiig looking good. She not look again. I was really skeptical of her in the role. But from what I look at here, it looks great. It looks fine.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And last thing, Hans Zimmer gonna actually gonna be handling the score for this.
Right,
The track from the soundtrack actually came out. I think it was either the day before Fandom or something like that. And I hear it was like it good. It's for
right,
it's called Themyscira actually. Yeah, it's like it's
right.
cool. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Next off, we had a really really dope trailer and some gameplay from the upcoming video game Gotham Knights. I love
Right.
the concept
I
of
am.
it, love the visuals for
I
this, love fighting
yes.
for this.
I am.
Yeah,
Okay, so I was like, okay, they're gonna do your Gotham Knights thing, and then when I see it, it's from what I understand, it's co-op. I like, all right, well,
ooh,
good.
okay,
And
okay.
I was like, okay. And then yeah, for honest, and this looking way better than the new Avengers game that just came out. Like I want to play this. Yeah, you
Me too,
know,
me too. Yeah,
yeah, and it's looking real hard. It's Batgirl, Red Hood,
yeah.
New
Batgirl,
Robin,
Red Hood, new
New Robin,
well,
and then
young,
Nightwing.
Yeah, new Robin and Nightwing.
Right. This is Tim Drake Robin, right? I think so. Right.
Yeah. And
Right.
also at the very end, I keep forgetting the name of these guys. The Owl group. Well, what's the name of the group again?
Or
Oh
Court of
gosh.
Owls.
Yeah, Court of Owls. Yeah, you see
Court
them
of
at the
Owls, yeah.
very end.
Court of
Like,
Owls is
all
the
right,
villains, right? Yeah.
right.
Which I'm not the biggest fan of Court of Owls, but they are
I didn't even know anything about them.
yeah,
When they were introduced in the Gotham TV series, that's when I
right.
stopped watching. So I
Right.
know
No,
nothing about them.
it's one of those groups that it's one of those groups that are kind of cool, but I find it don't really do anything that interesting with Batman. But it
Right,
has some solid Court of Owls storylines. For the most part, so I want to see what they're gonna do with it. But I'm not like
right.
the biggest fan of Court of Owls. I'm so hyped over them. I just really hope we're gonna get some co-op, like some solid go co-op gameplay. From
Yeah,
what I understand, it seems to be that because I saw like an icon running around and it looked like, oh, this looking like co-op. And um, I was like, well, is it going to be just two-player co-op or four-player co-op? I ain't sure. I ain't watch out the entire gameplay thing. I just watched this 30-minute thing that they released, and that was it. I don't know if I don't know if I had anything else released about that.
okay. I didn't watch all the gameplay that they had on Fandom. I just watched a bit. Well, I just watched enough of it. I was like, all right, it looks
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
Next off, we have the Flash panel that would be for the movie itself, right?
Right.
And essentially, it's just oh gosh, it's the director of the show, it's Ezra
Right.
Miller,
Right.
and well, what the screenwriter, the official screenwriter for the show.
Right.
They just essentially talk about say that the DC multiverse begins from this movie.
Right.
So
Right.
essentially, all the DC movies we've seen from Watchmen to Justice League kind of come out of what the Flash does
Right.
here. And we
Right.
only get like a little concept art of Barry's suit. Apparently
Right.
Bruce
So
built it. I was like, hey,
right.
it looks dope. It- you know,
New
well,
from this Black Fleck.
yes. Ben Affleck
Yeah.
will be reprising his role as
Right.
Bruce Wayne slash Batman, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I heard right. So a couple things. We heard that we might get also Michael Keaton. So they might be doing
Yeah.
that. Not sure. I don't know they're doing Flashpoint, if they're doing get Jeffrey Dean Morgan for the father. Not sure. Because that's in the comic. But I don't know if they're going to be having Bruce Wayne play the older Batman or the alternate Batman. I know what they're doing. But yeah, look, they're trying to fix everything. Narrative wise, this is kind of the only way to fix this stuff. Like they really put itself in a bad space after Justice League and well, Batman v Superman. So I don't know what they're doing with this. But look, it's kind of a shitty place they put itself in, but they're gonna fix it, right? So
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
It's
Me
not
too. Me too.
yeah, it's not the ideal situation. Personally, I would have never like do Flashpoint in a movie or anything like that. If it was up to me.
I
But
wouldn't do it in
look,
one movie. I wouldn't do it in one film. Like
well,
I'd
I
try
I
to
am
do it like a Endgame. Sorry, like a Infinity War Endgame two-part.
right. Well, I'll do something ish like it, but I have a couple ideas of what I would do. But again, it's me some bullshit on the internet, right? Nobody cares, right? So, I just the idea is just to fix the multiverse, reset everything. Apparently the whole thing with Ezra Miller being cancelled not gonna happen because remember he choke out that girl. So I think
Yeah, apparently that's just put to the side, right? So okay.
right. I don't think I think all of that resolved hopefully. So I don't think we're gonna get any bullshit surprises in that department. Yeah, I just waiting for it. Like it finally getting off the ground. You know, Ezra Miller, I was feeling bad for him because he was like, yeah, they just kind of fucking up his skis with this now.
Yeah.
I really want them to fix a new outfit. I wanted to fix the running. Oh God,
Yeah, that kind of gazelle thing that man was doing
was
just
that
like what
nonsense?
was that?
What
What was
was
that?
that? Yeah, good. Right. Anyway, optimistically cautious, right? We're going forward.
Yeah, I like that
Right.
too. I'm optimistically cautious. All right,
Right.
next off we have The Suicide Squad. The actor reveal for this,
Right.
OMFG.
Yes.
Lots
This
of
look
actors involved in this too. Idris Elba, John Cena,
right.
Jai Courtney, Joel
Right.
Kinnaman coming back.
Right.
Alice Braga, she's in this. Pete Davidson is in this.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
I like you in this. Michael Rooker, everyone's
Right.
favorite.
Yeah.
I hate this dude. Dude is in this as well. Nathan Fillion is in this. Storm Reed is
Yes.
in this.
Yes.
Sean Gunn is in this.
Right.
Who else? Taika Waititi is in this.
Yeah.
Is the name I'm looking for? Peter Capaldi,
Yes. Playing Tinker.
i.e.
Yeah.
Doctor Who. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the cast for this is
I
ridiculous.
I am so excited for this now.
Me too.
Because yeah, the thing, you know, after the whole bullshit happened with James Gunn, and I was like, you know, it's okay, it's a kind of consolation prize, but it could be okay, and so and so, and but James Gunn ain't gonna really put his best foot forward, you know, that I was thinking. And then the whole thing resolved itself, and you get the feeling that the man just get a good shot in the arm after that, Judd. And now it looking truly fantastic. You have
It
polka dot
does.
man in this, Dread. Polka dot
Yes.
man.
Yeah, and well, just to make a little segue into because he has a little behind the scenes video that he put out as well too. So he has
Yeah,
the actor reveal video, and then he has the behind the scenes stuff. He says that he had a blast working on this. It's probably like the best
yes,
film
Dread.
he's worked on.
Right,
But also he said don't get attached to certain characters. So I have
right.
a feeling that certain characters like Polka Dot Man, who's like why it is you in the show, yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna get hit quick. And I have a feeling it's gonna be because we didn't really pick up on it in the first Suicide Squad movie. We kind of laughed at it or found it was dumb.
right.
That one guy who said he could
I,
climb anything and he
yeah,
got
yeah,
killed, right?
yeah. God, what's the character name? I forget. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
Punch
I feel they're
humor.
gonna do that same thing where it's like, oh,
Well,
this idiot, and they just gonna wipe him out just
right.
because.
As I say, I'm still in the camp. Why at least I hope that David Ayer, much like how Snyder got a Snyder cut, we get an Ayer cut for his material. But since they're moving on, that won't happen. Look, I still think David Ayer got a bad shake, personally. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Suicide Squad sucked, but I felt if he didn't, he kind of got a bad shake in my opinion about that whole thing. And I think this, well, look, it kind of too late, and he's not that big of a director to pull this off. But I would have not mind to see a Ayer cut, right? Much like how we
Yeah,
have a
well,
Snyder cut coming.
there is a director's cut of the movie, and it was horrible. But
No, but I
maybe
don't count.
there's
That don't,
another cut
that don't,
like you see the
that,
ear
that
cut.
don't really count. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I want like a proper Ayer cut, like a something to get a real proper chance, much like how Snyder get a chance to just effectively reconstruct his film.
Mhm.
Same thing, right? I wanted to see that, but look, it's fine. It's moving on. Will Smith's kind of crying right now. You show going on.
I know, I know. He must be watching all this stuff, like watching the behind the scenes video, watching how much fun Margot Robbie and Idris Elba having seen that gorgeous poster. And that's how they stick into the whole Dirty Dozen aesthetic, even right down to the title card. But he's just like, jeez, boy,
But here's the thing:
why?
it's not like they replace his character, right? It's a different character. It's not like it's just
Uh-huh.
about playing Deadshot. Deadshot just not there, so
Yeah.
he could come back maybe, right? We'll see. But nah, boy, Will Smith, you miss our ball here, dude. So
Yeah,
whatever.
boy. Yeah, boy. But yeah, just like you, Ricardo, I am excited for this one.
Right.
Yes, we had to wait till 2021 for this way, but
Yeah, well,
I
yeah.
hope to see this in well, hopefully in IMAX, and I just hope
Yeah.
to have a blast for this one. And hopefully by that time, many Generation Z's will actually check out the Dirty Dozen and be like, oh, that's actually
Yeah.
a classic movie. That's actually
Yeah.
a really good film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, we had a panel dealing with the same comic label. I think it's Milestone Comics that put out Static Shock. You know what I mean? We know the cartoon and whatnot, right? And
Yeah.
there was an announcement saying basically that they have a live action Static Shock movie, like in early development.
So yeah.
Like,
So I again the man, exactly. So the man who I model my storytelling style off of, and person who I consider a top tier storyteller doing McDuffie. He kind
Yes.
of spearheaded Static Shock for the DCAU, right?
Hmm.
And the cartoon is a classic.
Yeah,
Cartoon is a
yeah, it
classic.
is. It is.
I really
I
want to
really, I
see
really
them
should
just
rewatch it though. Like, I really
right.
should.
I really want to see them do something amazing with it. And yeah, I just hyped for this. I don't know who they're gonna cast. I have no idea what they're gonna do, but I really hope this get off the ground. A Static
Yeah,
Shock
me too.
movie is Static Shock is a big character for a lot of people, and I really want to see them get it off the ground. I really do hope this don't stay in developmental hell and they don't get it done or anything like that. It's
Yeah,
a
we
big
we
character.
we, we need more movies with black superheroes, man. I
Yeah,
mean, come on.
but
Yeah.
it's a big character, and I really want to see them do a good job with it. So yeah, um,
Right.
really happy news with that one.
Right. So next off we have, well, Justice League by the Snyder Cut panel, right?
So
So I would just share my thoughts and then you could
right,
you could intervene, right?
right,
So basically it's Zack Snyder and front and center. He actually has, well, cast members asking him some fan questions. Even
right.
Patty Jenkins asks him a question like, okay, well, all right. Um this is funny that just mention briefly, right? That his favorite superhero outside of Batman is Dr. Manhattan, right? Wow,
Right.
think about that. And when I heard that, I was like, he
Yeah.
kind of give you a hint of what to expect of him, but he was like,
Yeah.
all right, Manhattan, Watchmen, okay, yeah, whatever, right? But essentially, the big news you're seeing is that the Snyder Cut will be in 4 parts, right? So it'll be 1 hour
Right.
each. Apparently, you don't need to go to your way to get HBO Max to see it, so
Right.
there'll be a deal made to make sure other people see it. So
Right.
I
Right.
guess maybe it might be in Netflix one day, who knows, something like that. And then put out the
Trailer.
teaser for this, right?
Right.
So just running through stuff that I pick up, but it's just shots, right? So it's shots, and it's all set to Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. So if you
Right.
remember
Yeah.
the movie Watchmen, this is what he
Right.
used during that scene that made people chuckle in theaters when it played, right?
Yeah.
So we saw Superman in the black outfit. We saw
Right.
Iris West for the first time in DCU. We see
Yep.
Darkseid, who looks
Right.
kind of generic, but it's like, all right, it's Darkseid, whatever.
Yeah.
We see new armor for Steppenwolf. Still okay for the
Right.
character, but the armor look cool. Yeah. Cyborg's father apparently dies trying to open a mother box. I was like, why are little spoilers for a dog? But there's a shot before that where you see Cyborg at a cemetery, like digging a hole, and he's like really angry when he's doing it. So I don't know if it's his dad's burial ground or maybe it's Superman's. I don't know. You see a establishing shot of, well, pretty much his Batman's BVS vision of the parademons more or less conquering Earth. So
Right.
you
Right.
see this wide shot. You see the Justice League sign on the ground in the rubble. Aquaman taking off his shirt for the ladies. You see some
Right.
Snyder style slow mo of
Right.
Cyborg's football game. You have
Yeah.
this little shot, this throwaway shot of Wonder Woman smiling at a little girl. I don't think it mean anything, but maybe it does. I don't know.
I think that's
Um,
the same opening scene in the bank. I think so. I don't know.
Right. That's the thing, because I know they use shots from the film itself, from the theatrical cut,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie since I saw it in
Yeah.
theaters. So yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, the big moment. Basically, this is where Batfleck have to, inspire the rest of the Justice League. So he says, "I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. Right? That would be
Right.
Darkseid. He's
Yeah.
never fought us, not us
Right.
united." And everybody's like, "Wow, going crazy."
Yeah.
So overall, it's a very impressive trailer. It's very well made, very well put together. It's very Snyder true and true. Like if you've seen the Watchmen trailer, it's very, very much the way how he headed that to like music now, right?
Yeah.
Just the fact that he used Hallelujah is so funny.
Yeah.
It's like he's kind of echoing what the Snyder Cut
Yeah.
following, because he actually interviewed a couple of people who start this following, and it's like, all right, cool. Are they really serious about this thing? All right.
Right.
He's like, yes, hallelujah, it's coming. But overall,
Right.
it's an impressive trailer. I will give it that. But it still have me like, okay, we've seen impressive trailers before from DC. This is remember what we talked about the first trailer for BBS, right? And look how that came out.
No,
All
here's
right,
the thing.
just seeing.
I hate this trailer. I hate
Tell,
it.
tell, tell me why. Tell me why.
I was
Tell me
so
why.
underwhelmed by this. Darkseid looking terrible. What the F is that?
It's
Darkseid looking
generic
terrible.
bad guy look. That's how I
Oh
saw
my
it. Like,
god. And then okay, so the character it have a character who looking like one of the Black Order from Thanos army. But I was like,
oh,
this supposed to
serious.
be
All right.
yeah, and I
Um,
was like, wait, that's supposed to be the Sad who that's supposed to be? Is Desad in this movie? Look, Desad is a cool character, but
Right.
to me, I hated stuff from most design. I was like, wait, Desad looking just like oh god, the guy who Captain America killed. Well, sorry, not Captain America, but Vision killed at the end of Infinity War.
Or that dude,
But I forget.
gosh, I
Yeah,
forget him too. Right.
who Vision fight? Right, that guy.
Right. I remember.
Yeah, I forget he's Blackwater member. And I was like, okay, who is supposed to be that? Is Desad, because Desad is the only person who is being a cloak now.
Right.
He's the one that, so I was like, were they bringing everybody? What's going on? I ain't sure. But I hate this trailer. It's so underwhelming. I hate that Snyder. And on top of that, Snyder dig a bigger hole for himself when he say how, you're only accustomed to Saturday morning cartoons. I doing serious adult thing. It's like, wow, Snyder, really you go on this beneath you, Dread, to be saying that nonsense, Dread. Like, that's so your toxic fans crap, Dread. You ain't supposed
Right.
to be so? Nah, man. Anyway, here's the thing. So I still on the side of this in a sense because it have all of these stories coming out about Joss Whedon and Ray Fisher kind of accusing Joss Whedon of a lot of abuse on set, and
Yes. Yes. I heard of that.
he
Yeah.
accused Jeff Johns of, and I was like, well, it's something really plausible, and if that's plausible, then kind of fuck Joss Whedon outright, and like I really kind of want him to like turn back from that anyway. Like I kind of like really disappointed. Like I know Joss Whedon was an issue, but I don't know he was this much of an issue. And if that's the situation, then sorry, I can't be defending him, man. Kind of hard to defend. And then people who are like defending Joss Whedon on the point, like we call him Wash from thing now. I like the actor, but he defended Joss Whedon. It's like, nah, but I can't be defending this. But whatever, if it and most likely it seems true. So it's like, all right, well, I go back to Snyder Vision, like truly ignore thing, but sorry, this looking like crap, Jared. I feel this Snyder Cut not gonna be hot. And I'm feeling it at
So
all.
nothing in the news, little bit of footage,
Iris
intrigue.
West look okay because I like the actress. That is it. Like
Yeah,
nothing.
but
Nothing
personally, sorry to cut you, but personally, while I get why she's there now, it's still like, but why in this movie? Why she can't be
No,
in
well,
the flash film and just leave her
no,
there?
well, right. So, well, I know they kind of introduced her because she was supposed to be in the cut stuff. So, like this part of the cut stuff that we know she was in, and it kind of that was, for I understand, that was a big part of Joss Whedon's design. Like they deliberately cut them out. Because it had a whole thing about, oh well, Joss Whedon's cutting out black actors, and that's why Ray Fisher arc not so good in this, and so on, so on, so on, so. I'm like, all right, well, that I don't think that's true, and it kind of coming across a little race baity, but it's sounding plausible now. So I'm like, whatever. Moving on. I just so hate this. This trailer so lame. I hate it. And to say it, Dark Side looking like shit. Sorry.
Look, to each his own. Yes. I just want to see the final product. That's just me,
right.
because remember we've been burnt once before with that
Exactly.
BBS trailer, right? So
no, but
okay.
BBS have a great trailer. This I hate. Whatever. Moving on.
Yeah, is it that it's just, oh, look at me, I'm Zack Snyder, more than,
Yes,
oh, you should be excited of this because DCEU reborn.
Right.
Because admittedly,
But,
yeah, it's very Snyder. It's very in your face with it, right?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Right. So next off we have Black Adam, right? And what we got basically was a motion comic little teaser, basically, which is narrated by Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, I was pretty meh by this because I really thought we was gonna get something serious, and we just got a motion comic. And it's like, oh, that is it. It's just a intro.
Here's the thing. Well, from the night before, right? I think it's either DC, right? Not Dwayne Johnson. DC put out a little mini teaser of, okay, well, Black Adam panel, and get to see the full shot of Dwayne Johnson in the outfit. And then when I see it's him basically animated, it's like, all right, I have a feeling this is what we're gonna get, the following year. And it's exactly that. It's just narration, who this character is, and now I have time to actually look up more about this character, because I don't know much about him, right? But I do like the fact, I do like how they set up who he is and why he is the way he is, right? So, and in the little Q&A, because they have a little Q&A with Dwayne, right? He was saying, yes, the character is going to be very much of an anti-hero, the way how he's supposed.
We know the character,
Yeah, but it's after that though where he bring up the actor who plays Atom Smasher, and that's where they bring up something here where it's like, okay, we getting Hawkman and Dr. Fate and Cyclone, basically.
Okay, right.
Yeah, and that's when people are like, oh,
right,
we get to see Dr. Fate for the first time ever.
Right.
You okay? This is a big deal, you know what I mean?
And
near the end,
so Dr. Fate,
Dwayne
Dr. Fate
Johnson.
is a big Dr. Fate is a big magic user, so
Yes, yeah.
Right. So go ahead. Yeah.
I like where near the end. Well, this is just Dwayne kind of just being Dwayne, talking about all you big characters, you Aquaman, Superman, Batman. You think you're the only people, with power. Just paraphrasing here. No, you haven't. What is why he say you gotta fight for truth, justice, and the Black Adam way, or something like that, something along that. Sorry, the Black Adam way, basically. So it's like,
Right.
yeah. So he more or less trying to hint that this is going to be a very pivotal moment as far as the DCU is going to be stuff that you never saw before. Things
Right.
ain't going to be the same after this, right? So it's like, but I'm glad. Just last, I'm just glad that because I mean this is a passion project. This man wanted to do this for about 10 years plus, right? So I'm
Right.
glad that
Right.
he actually going to do this. But yeah, I mean, Dwayne, don't get me wrong, you know what to sell the hell out of a movie, but um, this movie better be great. That's all I have to say. It
No, like
sounds great, it looks great, but it better be great.
I felt they could have just I don't know why they did this motion comic thing. 'Cause I felt they could have just have something better prepared. I wish they had something more prepared because I didn't get to see him in the costume in live action or anything like that. So I was like, we should I guess something like you said with Suicide Squad, we got a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I
Yeah.
liked. This I was like,
Yeah, well, I don't
yeah,
even think they shot anything as yet. I
that's the
don't think
thing.
so.
Yeah, well, I
Uh,
felt we could get a little something, but whatever.
yeah. All right. So quickly, there was a panel for Titans. They mentioned in
Right,
season 3. Just say briefly, Robin is going to return as Red Hood. Woo!
right.
That we talked
Yeah.
about.
Well, we know that. Yeah, right,
We get this hilarious Q&A with McGill Harley Quinn as in the cartoon version of her.
right,
I thought it was going to be uncensored, but apparently it wasn't. That was a
right. Well,
letdown. But it was funny. It was a nice little moment, and it's Harley
yeah,
Quinn, so I just love that, right? Um, Shazam, the panel for this. This
right,
was one that I almost missed, but I saw near the end though, and this is kind of weird because all it is really revealed is a new title, which is Shazam: Fury of the Gods, right?
right,
Okay, cool title, but they do it to this kind of cheesy, kind of family-friendly Zoom meeting
right.
with all the actors and the director and whatnot, and it's like some of the jokes just falling flat. And then it
Yeah,
got even worse when they brought in the actor Sinbad. And I'm
right. So
like I
that's
know it's a reference to a show that he was in. I
no,
forgot
no,
the
no.
name of it.
Right. No. All right. So that's a dumb. It's not a joke per se. It's a kind of really clever meme slash meta joke. Because okay, so Shaquille O'Neal was in a show called Kazam.
Shazam. Right.
Right.
I know that. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Sinbad has never been in Shazam, but there's a big like a what do you call that by a Mandela effect meme in the internet that everybody thinks Sinbad was part of that. So that him being in this is funny. That's the joke, right? It's very
Oh,
mad.
because I was watching that. Like, could he mention Kazam? But no, Shaq was in this, so Shaq should
Right,
be the one here. Why is
right. And
Sinbad here? I don't
the
get it.
reason why a lot of people think that Sinbad was in Shazam or Kazam was because of his name Sinbad. Right, Sinbad is this Middle Eastern thing, so a lot of people make that connection in their head. Now that's how the Mandela effect is work now, right?
Right.
It's something that's is a kind of almost like not deja vu, but a kind of deja vu of memory almost now. Like you think something happened, it
Yeah,
didn't
I
happen.
got like you think
Right.
something
So
happened, but it
that
didn't.
I thought that was really clever, him being in it. And look, Sinbad is one of my favorite stand-up comedians to this day. Like he's one of the few who kept himself clean. He's a relatively clean comedian, and he
Mhm.
still has one of my favorite stand-ups ever. He have like a
I'm,
handful of
I'm I'm
stand-ups that are
actually one of
really
the
fun.
few that remember his sitcom.
Right, yeah, and he had a great sitcom too. Yeah, I remember that. That was a good show. So I so happy to see him in this. I was like, well, that's a real good call though. Like I didn't expect it. And I was like, but that's a smart little meta joke now. They
Mhm.
added this. So like, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, and as he explained to me now, I think having Shaq be in the sequel would be a little too on the nose. Like, okay,
Right,
you're just trying to make fun of him because he was in that one genie movie that wasn't
right,
very good, right? Okay,
right,
yeah. And it might look bad on his case because I mean he sent him to do the move, right? No
right,
man was back in '96. All right, so just a couple more things, right? So we have Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. We got the
right.
first trailer of it.
This I'm
Thoroughly
excited for.
impressed by this. Yes,
Yes, I
I
did not
dug
expect this.
the vibe of it.
Yeah.
Um, if I just had one little gripe though, the Harley Quinn voice had a grown man.
Okay. Yeah.
It had a
No
grown man.
problem.
Yeah, it kind of annoying. It kind of feels like somebody sticking a pin in my ear. It have a kind of vibe to it, like in my eardrum. Sorry, but it's a quiet piece basically, right? 'Cause I know, when it comes to Harley Quinn, you have to have that high pitch voice, right? But yeah, this one, it had a kind of work on me, right? But yeah, other than that though, a dog was saw here, using Outcast B.O.B. was a great touch. Deadshot pretty much being Iron Man for some reason. Like, think about it. Like,
Right.
just the way how he moves with the jetpack and whatnot, that's like real
Yeah.
Iron Man stuff there, I mean.
Yeah.
But I just love how well the trailer there, how it all sets up and where it stops,
Yeah.
where it doesn't really exactly tell you why they have to stop the Justice League, but it's like, oh, something's
Right.
wrong, and this is where you have to face them off. Yeah.
Superman, right. So Superman has gone rogue. So yeah, the city is being invaded by Brainiac. And
Okay,
they
I
have
did
this,
not pick up on that though. Wow. Huh.
right. Yeah, well, it's a big. You don't see that big robot. That's very clearly Brainiac. I mean, it's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, DC nerd. DC nerd.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
uh,
I'm sorry.
right.
What am I doing?
And so it's like this big crisis, but the way how they make it look like if, well, all right, the Justice League taking on this crisis now, and then they realize no, apparently the Justice League is at the source of the problem as well, and apparently they go on rogue, or at least, well, we know Superman for sure go on rogue because Superman just straight up murder the person he supposedly rescued now. I'm like, God damn, that is a great setup.
Goddamn. Great
Yeah,
setup indeed. Yeah.
yeah. And that funny part with the boomerang hitting Superman in his head, it's like
Yeah.
that's real bad. Yeah,
That was funny. That was funny.
all
What I
right.
didn't really dig all that much though was Will Arnett in it.
Yeah,
Like the moments with him, like I mean he's funny, but I just felt like when they were trying to be funny, it just fell flat. You know what I mean?
okay.
Right down to him like having this Zoom call with the Suicide Squad members themselves to.
Right.
But it kind of worked a bit like when he was talking to one of the guys from Rocksteady Games. But
Yeah.
I do like when he was just trying to be funny, it's like, okay, dude, just stop it, just stop,
Right.
right? Like, what? Why am I not in the game? Am I not handsome? Like when he
Right.
goes there, it's like, dude, just stop, right?
Yeah.
And last but not least, by the moment that had the internet going crazy, number one trending right now on YouTube, the Batman.
This look real hard. Wow.
OMFG. This
This
is, like I said,
looking
best
real hard.
trailer ever for a movie that is
For a
only
while, Jared.
25% complete in terms of
Yeah, Jared.
production.
I just looking real
My
hard. Listen,
jaw hit
I
the floor. Like I was clapping at a particular moment. I'll tell you where, but I was
Yeah.
clapping. I was so shocked at how awesome this trailer is. And
yeah, here's the
still,
thing.
I'm
Yeah,
wondering why is this thing PG-13 though? Like this look like
Right.
an R. Like
that
everything
is,
about
that
this
is my only
is
problem
R.
with it. That is my only problem with it. It's that dog. Why this PG-13 Jared? Like no dog. Like put up the R Jared.
It must be an R. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, the only issue I had is that, like, look, we kind of, the whole serious business Batman kind of played out a little bit. You know, Nolan do thing, but this
Yeah, but they'll
clearly,
always make the argument, especially DC will always say, but there's so much characters and so much stories in this
right,
Batman world to
and I don't right,
explore. So
but
that's kind of Matt Reeves'
I don't mind that.
excuse. There.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't mind that because clearly, like, they wanted to do this for a while, and it's pretty much 7, right? That is what we get. We get a 7 movie, and the thing they never do,
Yeah,
the thing they never do in any Batman movie is a proper detective story, right?
That's true. That's true.
Never do a proper detective story. Never get to see Batman as a proper detective. We have him doing, gobbledygook, super science bullshit ever so often, and then they again a kind of borderline futuristic tech in the Dark Knight franchise, but we never get like a solid detective story, Jared. Like a gritty, basically 7, Jared. Like that.
Yeah.
I will get.
And as I say, gritty and 7, that's what we get here from the intro with that Scotch tape. Sorry, not Scotch tape. That tape, right? Sound effect that opens it, right?
Yeah.
And when you realize, oh, it's Riddler doing this,
right?
Tape this guy's face and seeing wrote more lies in red.
Yeah, it look like duct tape.
Yeah, duct tape. That's it, duct tape. Yeah.
Yeah.
From Paul Dano's voice in this too.
Right.
Like it's to the point where you had to like really listen to like watch everything and be like, wait, is that Riddler? Like if you didn't know anything prior to the trailer cover, like, wait, really that's Riddler? Can you swear it's just some random serial killer that Batman and to extent Jeffrey Wright who plays
Gordon looking great. Looking great.
Yeah.
Looking great.
Shows up. I'll have to investigate. I'm still on the fence, however, with these side villains showing up. So like I saw Zoe Kravitz as Batwoman. Sorry, Catwoman. Oops.
Right.
And it's only when I saw this for the second time I realized, wait, is that supposed to be Colin Farrell? Is that Oswald Cobblepot? Like,
Yeah, it's also Penguin. I think so. Yeah.
the
He look
makeup
real
too.
different. Yeah. He
He
look
looked
different.
different.
Yeah, he
What
look
is that?
real
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
My God, like it's one of those blink and you miss it moments. Swear to God, one of those blink and you
Right.
miss it moments. You would not know he was in the trailer. Kind of
Right.
like, okay, people saying he was in it, and then when I watch it again, it's like, wait, that
Right.
was him? What?
I
Um,
forget who playing Alfred in this movie.
it's supposed to be
Right.
Andy Serkis. Yeah, he's supposed to be playing
Okay.
Alfred. You hear his
Right.
voice though, but that's all.
Okay.
I'd wish that I saw him like in the flesh, but he wasn't
Right.
there. There's
Yeah.
a guy that is giving this speech, in front of like the Gotham PD or something
Right.
like that. I was watching the face because I heard that John Turturro is there. He's going to be playing Falcone. But I was watching
Okay.
the face like that don't look like Turturro. So who
Right.
is this guy? I'm not sure. So I like
Okay.
that about the trailer. That it shows you things, but it's still having kind of guessing. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe when the second trailer comes out, we'll see, right?
Right.
Um, the use of music in this worked. Just
Uh,
how dark and grim it was, it
yeah.
worked. Paul Dano's lines though, like, if you want
Yeah.
justice, please do not lie. What is the
Right.
price for your blind eye?
Right.
Although a bit near the end, I had to like raise the volume. 'Cause the last lines where he
Yeah.
says, "You're a part of this too. How am I a part of this? You'll see." You know what I mean? And
Right.
just talk briefly about Robert Pattinson himself. I actually don't
Looking
mind
good.
this look. I don't mind the bat suit. I don't like
Everybody
the
looking good. Yeah.
yeah, I don't mind the eyeliner, the
Yeah. Yeah.
eyelash.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
mind it.
They actually like do the eyeliner thing, which I like.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It adds the grim feel of it.
Yeah.
It has a crow, like the crow. It has that
Right.
that sort of
Right. But
gothic feel to it, right?
they do yeah, I think about Joe Cassie on the internet by which is by Who's Bucky.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um
again, like when he became
yeah,
Winter Soldier, he had that
right,
kind of eyeliner look to him. Yeah,
right.
but
And
of course, of course, oh yes, and also before I forget, you saw the Batmobile, the early stages of it.
yeah, look great,
It looked
yeah.
cool. It looked
That look
cool. I
pretty
think
cool,
that.
yeah.
And I dug the idea that the garage could technically be the Bat Cave, like the
Right,
proto Bat Cave kind of thing.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I
because
like
it's
that.
looking like
Very
it's like
stuff.
not feeling like you're not feeling like Batman year one. It's feeling like a year two kind of vibe going on. Like
It's
that
it's
like
it's year two. That's what
right.
Matt Eve said. It's year two. Yeah,
Okay, right. Okay.
yeah. But last but not least, boy, the moment of all moments, boy, that beat down that gang
Hey,
member get from Batman. When I
this
saw that thread, jaw hit the
yeah,
floor, and then you
that
think it
cracked
was
me up.
like, okay, oh, you laugh. Okay, my jaw hit. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, he's still beating them up though.
I was like,
And they're
that
like,
man
okay, what?
that man beat that like a seagull, John.
Yeah, boy, like,
Beat
dog,
that like a seagull. Like,
that is
what's going
that
on
is
here?
some that is some bitch better have my money beat down, Dre. What is
Well,
that?
it's like, wait, is this seagull from Lighthouse? So what's going on, Judd? Real washout.
Oh, right, good. Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, now I get the reference. Yes,
Yeah,
it's literally like that seagull. Oh my God,
yeah,
that
boy.
poor
That
seagull.
real
Oh
fucking
my God.
washout. That cracked me up, just like, ooh, cool. That
No,
look funny at
no. The
real,
thing is,
Judd.
when I saw that scene, it kind of reminded me for some reason of the Dark Knight Returns comic book,
Right.
with mutants now, like this random gang that run in the streets, but because they are face paint, I'll just assume, okay, well, they are Joker or inspired by Joker. And
Yeah.
I saw some articles of people trying to connect that to the Joker movie from last year. So it's
Right.
like, oh,
Right.
well, this is the influence of Arthur Fleck or something like that. Okay,
Right.
I
Right.
don't
Right.
know.
Right.
We'll
Right.
see. But yeah, is the line that he says though. I was watching. I was like, okay, this clearly is the "I'm Batman" moment. But then
Right.
when they say "I am vengeance,"
Yeah. Hard.
round of applause,
Yeah. Look hard.
I was
That
clapped. I was like,
This really hard,
what?
man. I know some people again. They're still doing the the badass, badass Batman, darkness no parents joke, right? I mean, we get
Yeah,
that still, but I still find this. Look, to me, I don't fight it down. Just once you have good execution, right?
it is. Yeah, true, true,
Good
true.
execution. Um, that is my thing.
So yeah,
Right.
boy. Outside of Judas and the Black Messiah thriller, this
Right.
had to be one of the best trailers I've seen in 2020,
Yeah.
bar none.
Yeah.
Well shot. Sorry, well edited. The music, the Nirvana song that they use, perfect. The imagery that they show there, perfect. Just setting up this dark tone that still are wondering why isn't this movie rated R? It
Yeah.
looks like an R film. needs to be
Yeah,
a
Dread. That
horror
the
film,
only
Dread.
thing. That the only thing. Yeah,
Let
that the only
me
thing that bother.
let be a DC version of
Yeah,
Seven, Dread. Let be
yes,
that, you
Dread.
know.
That's the only thing that bothering me. I really wanted it to be R. But all right, you
And I
appreciate it.
think
Fine.
they have a chance to like if they shoot the other 75% and they just watch like, I think this really should be hard.
Go R because like
They cannot make
Joker
that
was R.
decision last minute,
Because
Dread.
Joker was R, right?
Joker was a horror. It was
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Go Joker. Go
Like
Black Label.
we've had PG-13 Batmans already. It's fine.
Yeah.
Give me R. Like we've never got a
Yeah.
R in
Joker.
Batman. Well,
Yeah.
BVS Ultimate Cut doesn't count, but we've never
Nah.
had a R-rated Batman
Yeah.
movie. Like, come
No,
on,
Michael.
what's that?
My attitude is that look, you could our movies is make money. Joker make $1 billion. Like, come on. You can make it. I know this argument from money, and that is our old mindset. That mindset are the dead, right? To me, hit we give me the R. Go
Yeah.
with the R, man. Don't fight it
And,
out.
and and
See.
when you're bringing in guys like Terrence Winter Dread, to co-write your film, you
Yeah.
mean guys who work on stuff like Boardwalk Empire, TVME stuff, Dread. Like,
Yeah.
come on. This give me the R, give me the R, right? So yeah, I was blown away by this trailer. I love this. It is
Right.
number one trending for a reason. Right now, I believe Justice League is number two. So think about that for a sec. But yeah,
Sure.
boy, this Batman trailer was awesome. I am excited for this. I hope the 75% lives up
Nah, yeah,
to what we got here with the
yeah,
first 25. But oh
really
my
want this
god.
to be good, Joe. Now,
Yeah.
really excited for this now, Joe. This looking real hard. I really hope. Look, I like Matt Reeves. Them two plants, them apes,
Yeah. The Apes trilogy. I love the Apes
them
trilogy.
apes,
Yeah.
them apes. He hit with them apes, right? So I really hyped for this, Joe.
Yeah.
I didn't expect this to be hard, but it was real hard.
Yeah, and last thing, now just speaking of Matt Reeves for a bit, right? So, in his panel, Dread, I love how he just answers his questions so confidently, Dread. Like the man know what he about. He know his vision. He know what he's doing with this one. And I mean, it's not like, oh well, he's some veteran that kind of could do this without thinking that much. But the man, is still seasoned now, but
Right.
still. He knows what he's about. He's going to deliver the goods here. And just off that trailer alone, I'm like, yeah, I could kind of rock back. Wait till 2021. Oh yeah, points for the ?0 ? 1.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
so
yeah.
seven.
Yeah, I like
That
that.
is so seven.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I just can't wait, boy. So as a whole, boy, DC Fandome was worth the 8 hours I invest in this. It just put the San Diego Comic Con to shame. And yeah, I mean, San Diego Comic Con had some informative
Well,
stuff and stuff, but here
yeah,
it was just like, okay, like to me, this is how it felt like to me. Well, people in trade, I will know this reference. This felt like Anime City to me. Like you
right.
go in and you just see one good thing after the next. It's just a schedule. And you just leaving, okay, so one big announcement, that was cool. One big thing you see, you make noise, then you have a little cooler period, then
Right.
something else that builds up even more hype. And it just felt like that. It felt like, yeah, I was in a literal comic convention just seeing one cool thing after another pop up. And you didn't get that with San Diego Comic Con's YouTube
No,
stuff.
yeah,
It's a bunch of
they
panels.
didn't prepare. Yeah, they just wasn't. They still like not accustomed to COVID. No, like they thought, oh well, if this would have blow over by now, no, but like so they didn't prepare for it. While with
Yeah,
this, they decide to prepare. They clearly prepare for this and just organize a lot better for this. So they really
yeah,
just
they put a lot of effort into this place. So yes, so salute though to DC, but they come through real good with this one here. So yeah, DC is on a roll here. Like they learned
yeah,
their lesson
yeah,
from the last few years. You know what I mean? So it's
right.
like, yeah, you gotta come hard. And last
Yeah,
thing, as before,
the
what?
only thing I didn't notice personally, I thought this stuff would at least come up a little bit. We didn't get any of the extra DCTV stuff, right? It's only Flash had one season 7 trailer, which didn't
Yeah,
seem to add on anything. But I thought we'd get some Supergirl stuff or something. We ain't get anything.
You're right. You're right. Go with what
Yeah,
was Flash.
right.
Um, Chris
Because
Williams from Black Lightning was asked a question, but it
right,
didn't really have much to do with season 4. But
right,
still, we could have gotten to see stuff like from Black Lightning or Supergirl.
right.
We
Well,
only
I
got
wanted
Titans and Flash.
I wanted to see stuff for the new Superman show, right? So I still pretty hyped for that. So
Yeah,
uh,
me too. All we just saw was
right,
just a still because it was
right.
Yeah, that was just it. That was it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, my last thing, last just want to say though, September the 12th, we're supposed to be getting Fandom Explore the Multiverse. I'm not sure
Right.
what that refers to. I don't know if we're gonna get more, trailers or whatnot. I'm not sure what we're gonna get with this one, but yeah, Fandom knocked it out the park here. I was really impressed by what we got here. This was a Saturday that was well spent at my house. So yeah, salute
Yeah.
to DC man.
Yeah, no, they come good. They come good. I can't be mad at any of this. I thought this was excellent.
Yeah.
Overall. Again, the only thing that was I just say I straight up hated was the Snyderverse trailer. Hated it. Sorry. That was kind of bullshit.
It's a Snyder film, true and true. He just wanted us to know.
Yeah.